Hello and welcome back to my Descent speedrunning video tutorial. This video will cover level 6, the Mercury solar lamp. This level is a fairly difficult point in the run for a number of reasons, first and foremost being the introduction of drillers, those obnoxious, shrieking Vulcan cannon robots. The Vulcan cannon they carry deals pretty high damage at a fairly rapid rate, and, more importantly, being the pseudo-hit scan weapon, is very difficult, if not impossible, to dodge at close range. On the plus side, these enemies have pretty low health, and just a couple spread fire shots, or, more importantly, a single homing missile will dispatch them. It's a fact that we'll be exploiting heavily in this level's route, as well as the route for the rest of the game. In addition, there's a pretty tough trick concerning grabbing the red key, due to the trap surrounding it. It requires a nearly perfect trichord to execute without getting killed. So I'll be covering a few backup strats that are available to you in case you find yourself low on shield going into that, or you're just not comfortable with the movement required for that trick. Without further ado, I'll go straight into the level walkthrough. Now right at the first moment of the level, it's going to drop you right in front of a few basic drones. No big deal, these enemies, as you know, have pretty low health and will go down in just a couple shots. So you're going to want to push forward and just take out or push away the ones you need with a few spread fire shots. After that, you're going to want to jog around the Matsons. Don't try to go through them, because if you try to go through them, you'll crash into enemies as you try to go through them that are spawning. And that will do some damage to you and slow you down. So, let's demonstrate. You want to go around the Matsons like so. Coming up, you can avoid most of the enemies, including the spider right here. You should be able to avoid his fire. You'll want to take out these two drones, though. The second one you don't really need to kill, but he sometimes drops shield, which will help you in the long run. Make sure your homing missiles are selected and lob one around the corner for this driller, and then switch to concussion missiles for killing this spider. You're going to want to drop a couple proximity mines as you pass through the hallway there, for those drones behind you. Fire another homing missile around that corner at that driller. You should be able to fly around these medium hulks. And you'll probably want to grab that extra shield pickup that's at the top of that shaft. Now then, this is the point where you have a few options to you concerning the red key. If you're at a decent shield amount, I would say probably at least 70, you can go straight for the red key with no extra backup strats. Provided that you nail the trichord perfectly, this shouldn't be an issue. Now, if you're not comfortable with that level of movement that's required, or you find yourself low on shield at this point, then you have a couple other options available to you. First off is a cloaking device available right under here, although first you should lob another homing missile around the corner to take out this driller. Watch the spider underneath, but there is a cloaking device and a few homing missiles underneath that you can grab. The cloaking device will make the red key much more approachable. All you have to do is make sure you don't touch any walls, and none of the enemies should aggro, and you can just grab the invulnerability on the way out and leave. Another option you have is to skip that earlier cloaking device, but come down here and grab the one and hide under here instead. The downside is that the enemies may aggro on you, and you might have to take a few out on the way out. As a further backup strat, if you're concerned about your life count for later in the run, you can grab an extra life in here. Regardless, you're going to want to trichord across from here to the red key, grab it and immediately reverse, unless you're grabbing the lower cloaking device over there. Back through the door, grab the invulnerability on your way out. Now once you get here, it's pretty simple. Take out that driller. You need 5 missiles worth of concentrated fire. As soon as that 5th missile leaves, you can just head for the exit. So now, again, it's a quick seamless demonstration, and I'll also if possible, skip the backup cloaking device strats this time. I'll just do another quick run through of the level. Homing missile around the corner. Switch to concussions. Back to homing. Unfortunately, I took a lot of damage, so I'm gonna have to... Well, I did get a few lucky shield drops, though, so... The fast strat is still on the cards. I'll go for it. There you go. See, as you can see, I still have 22 shield left, so you can go for it with as low as about 50 shield. And there you go. When you're fighting the reactor with no cloak, you'll have to watch out for the red hull throwing your aim off. While you are invulnerable to damage, you are not invulnerable to knockback, so the homing missiles hitting you will throw your aim off, and you'll have to make sure you make adjustments, and maybe throw a couple extra shots at the reactor if it resulted in you missing a couple of crucial shots with your missiles. That should cover about everything you need to know about level 6, so in the next video I'll be covering level 7, the Mercury core.